Welcome to a dealer auction. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels, and today's video is all about poor planning, tardiness, and preparedness, if that's a word. Today, I lost out on what could be thousands of dollars because I didn't plan ahead. I didn't stick to my routine, and it cost me a lot of money. Teaser on that right there. There's my hand pointing at that right there. Today's video, all about a possible Roush Mustang, or maybe a clone. Maybe I'm going to get scammed. Maybe I'm not going to get scammed. I can tell you this. If the car right there is a real Roush, could possibly have been the cheapest Roush that I've ever seen, ever. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Come with me. Here's the story. So once again, my name is Craig from Flying Wheels. I own a small car dealership in Danville, New Hampshire, and I make YouTube videos about the cars I buy and car dealership world and the industry and everything. A little bit of automotive just knowledge. Well, in today's video, we're at a dealer auction, and what you'll see right behind me is a 2003 Ford Mustang. Could possibly be it's hard to tell, and I could be getting scammed. So I don't know what I should have paid, what I should pay, and you're looking at the after scene of the next scene. So we're gonna rewind 15 minutes and go right back into the auction block. All right, that lower bumper caught my eye, and this is what seems to be the worst condition Ford Mustang Roush I've ever seen, or it's a fake. That front bumper's all beat up. Somebody painted the emblem. Then we have a little bit of stuff right here. Aftermarket wheels. We do have a Roush emblem and Roush seats, but it says Mustang on the dash, and that looks like it's stuck on there. And then it's missing the side exhaust tip, like it's cut off. It's running rough. Rear bumper's chipped. I mean, I think it might be a Roush. I'm not really sure. The rear bumper says Mustang. Does the rear bumper on Roushes say Mustang? And that emblem doesn't look like it's on straight. Is this fake or is this real? I can't tell. It's going through the auction now, and it might be the cheapest Roush I've ever seen at the auction. We'll find out. 2,339,000 miles, ABS, service engine light. It says Roush on the gauges. I don't know. We'll find out. Based on its condition, it could be the cheapest Roush I've ever seen, maybe, but probably for a good reason. Everything about it says stay away, and those are the things that I can't stay away from. It's the next car in line running through the auction. We'll see what it sells for.
As the same for 03 model little Mustang, geared up, littered up, it says Roush on it. I don't know if it's Roush or not. Guys, all we're guaranteeing is that it's a Mustang GT.
Oh,
right?
that's not good. That's a GT.
All right, guys, what's up here?
I don't even know if it's a real Roush. Yeah. I don't believe that it's real. I'm just not bidding on it. Now, before I tell you that it was or was not a Roush, let me tell you a couple things. The previous owner did not know if it's a Roush. Now, we're at a dealer auction. I don't know the seller. It wasn't like somebody that's here all the time selling things. Had I known the selling dealer and knew that it was reputable, he would have just told me yes or no. But there's a lot of code at dealer auctions. Like if you go up to the auction block and you ask, how's it run? They'll go, I don't know, it's not my car. That's code for it runs like shit. All right, you need to know better. So there's a lot of like little things that you learn in the car dealer world that you have to stay away from. And when I asked, is this a real Roush? He goes, he kind of like avoided the question. I don't really know. I don't know. That's, to me, says it's not a real Roush, which bumps the value. So I could be paying $6,000 to $7,000 on a beat up Ford Mustang GT with a body kit. Now the other thing, this thing came in running rough. Like it ran through the auction block rough. And I was told by the auctioneer and the seller that they drove it here. It was running great. Somebody must have unplugged a spark plug wire, which is very possible. Like you can unplug a coil, you can unplug an injector, and they do it. It is obviously like you'll get the boot. You'll never be allowed back at the auction again if you ever get caught doing that. But there are dealers that do those things, and then this car will run through the auction misfiring. Nobody's going to bid on it, and they'll get the car for less money, right? Or What really happens is the seller then just doesn't sell it because he knows the car was running right and something happened at the auction, and then it's just a waste of a week. Like, they transported it here, they spent all their time, and now they have to rerun it next week and figure out what somebody did. They could have pulled a relay, they could have pulled a coil, they could have pulled an injector. It could have been 1,000 things that somebody did to get this thing not running right, so they'd hopefully get it cheaper. I'm gonna unblur my background just so you can see the car. Always be prepared, like the Boy Scouts, right? Well, had I been here earlier, I would have been able to look at this car. I always get here early, I walk around the lot, I drive things, I inspect things, I get to go through them, and then I can do my research so I know what I'm paying when they go through the auction block. Today, my daughter won an award at school, so I went to the school to see her get an award. I got here late. I didn't do my routine of walking through the parking lot, so I didn't see this car till it ran through the auction block. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened, and if it was or was not a real Roush. Car went through the auction block. I didn't know that it was or was not, so I based it on being a clone. I stopped at $6,000. The other buyer did his research. He went on the registry, he found out this was a real Roush. This beater of a Roush, he got it for in the sixes plus auction fee, so he'll own it for under $7,000, and that is probably the cheapest Roush ever that I've ever seen. Stage 1, it's basically a body kit. It's a Mustang GT with a Roush body kit, I believe. Unless I'm wrong, please tell me. I don't think there's any engine modifications. I don't know if there's any suspension modifications. But unfortunately, this could have been a really cool project for me, and this is the reason I come to the auctions, to find these hidden treasures, to find these gems. I love bringing these things back to life, and I would have sold it for $10,000 to $12,000 and had fun doing it and made some videos. But because I'm not using my daughter as an excuse, because I would do it 100. I'm never going to miss my daughter's award ceremony and stuff. But because I wasn't here and didn't follow through my routine, didn't do my research, it cost me thousands of dollars in lost revenue, and I don't have a fun Roush for my next video. So now I'm making a video like this to tell you how the auction works, what mistakes you can and can't make, what kind of trickery there is at the auction. If this video is informative, at all educational, like, if you liked it, do me a favor. Just hit the thumbs up down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's good for me because it helps boost the algorithm. And subscribe for more car content. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Adios. Hopefully get it cheaper. Oh man, I'm seriously regretting and having non-buyer's remorse on bidding more on that Roush. So many uncertainties. I don't mind doing the project, but it wasn't running right. I don't know if it's a clone. I don't know if it's real. I don't know what it's worth. Like, I didn't really do my research, so that's a tough one. I'm gonna go home, like, feeling like I should have bought that today. It's too bad.